Hey guys, it's Derek here with Poplarville O-Gauge Trains, and this is one hell of a sale. This is all like you got truck parts, you got big giant hooks, you got a little bit of everything. And wait until I show you the trains. Okay, so as I said in the introduction, this is a hell of a sale. We got, it's amazing all the stuff we got. And we're going to take some time, we're going to go through it. If you're mainly watching just for the train stuff, you might want to fast forward a little bit, because first I'm going to go through a lot of the mechanical stuff that he has available. He's got an old 62 Chevy pickup. I'm going to show you a few things that aren't for sale that are super cool also. So let's get started. All right, so this is the location. We are at 11 South 344 Madison Street. But when you Google the address, I'll show the information up in the corner. This is an old, like a crane repair wrecking service that it's an old guy. He's going out of business, Dick. Super nice guy. But let's take a walk inside. The Bobcat's not for sale. One of the things I want to point out, this is super cool. The guy made these tables. They're super cool. They even have like a steering wheel on them so he can steer them to move them around. Pretty ingenious. All right, so let's take a look. We got some snow blowers. We have some huge caster wheels down there. Some block and tackle. Look at the size of these hooks down here. Big giant wrenches. These are giant torque wrenches for putting on your like the semi wheels and stuff like that. Also, make sure when you come here, you check down underneath these tables. We have over on this side. Look at all the wrenches. I'll bet you in that tire bin there's not a single 10 millimeter. Okay, we got lots of spark plugs. We got some heavy duty drills and impact hammers. These are all glad hand receptors for semis. We got the electrical connectors for the, you plug your pigtail into these. More of those. More of the pigtail receptors. Look at that for a nice big ass sledgehammer. Some more sledgehammers. A lot of hammers that don't have heads. All big giant pry bars. Back over here, there's a nice air-driven Makita circular saw. Got a bench grinder. I don't know. I think that's for sale. The press behind it isn't, but I'm pretty sure that's for sale. We got more cool hand tools going back to this side. Got some pipe benders, all kinds of pressure gauges. Look at them all. They got a really nice selection of comic books here. I actually went through those. There's a lot of cool ones. We got tons of baseball cards if you guys are baseball card collectors. There's some shop manuals up here. We got some nice semi rims. All kinds of brackets and fittings and all that stuff here's for sale. This plow is not for sale. We have a lot of different wiring stuff. Trying to get through some of this stuff fast. Here's some more drills. These are all air drills. There's a nice puller. Nice big old heavy duty hitch. We got some valve covers. Not sure what they're for, but they're the Mickey Thompson valve covers. That's the MT on them. We got a whole bunch of come-alongs here. Look at them all. These are all sanding discs. There's a nice cutoff saw. I've got a miniature version of one of those. Nice scroll saw right here. Some sanders, a lot of paper. We got some different chemical paint thinners and that kind of stuff. You need some gloves? Lots of gloves, packets of them. Some cutting shears. Cadillac hubcaps, amongst other. These are semi caps. There's a room back here These are all different mirrors for semis, or you could put them on your car or your truck. You like that for a nice big ass air horn. There's a whole bunch more air horns down here. We got side steps. Those are for semis, but I mean, you could put it on your pickup if you wanted. More mirrors. We got some headlights. These are exhaust pipe covers for semis. Get back out here. Got a bicycle. A whole bunch more hooks and chains. A bunch more tools, hacksaws, all that kind of stuff. Here's a really nice big engine hoist. The guy said that'll hold, it's electric and it'll hold 4,000 pounds. There's a really cool washer wringer. That's kind of neat. Oh, back here, you need some chains, nice, good, heavy duty chains and load straps. Not for sale. It's an old 74 Oldsmobile underneath there. All right, what else we got? There's some more block and tackles. I think that's a crane hook. Well, how do you like that for a nice heavy duty killer light? I wonder if it works. You hook this thing right up to your car battery. Bunch of more tools. A whole bunch of more stuff over here. That's what you call a nice big air compressor. And then we're going to get to that in a little bit. This is just a portion of the trains. The big Lionel sign is not for sale, but it's very cool. Okay. Okay, so these two beauties are not for sale. But they are nice. I love what they've done with that bed. That's pretty. Both the beds are done the same way. I love what he's done with the rear bumper there. That's nice. What kind of a power plant do we got in this bad boy? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now this one is for sale. And this is a 62, I believe. The bed's really nice on it. Listed at 69,000 miles, but C10. We're gonna pop the hood on this guy. Okay, so we got a nice motor in here. Valve covers say Corvette. So the asking price on this truck is $12,000, but it is a sale, and I'm sure you could get a much better deal than that. All right, guys, so I don't know if you can see me back here or not, but this is a big giant shipping container that is just filled with stuff, and this is just a fraction of the stuff that's available. I mean, we got boxes, and more boxes. We got tons of track. I mean, we'll take a closer look at it, but you got just about anything that you could think of that you would need. Okay, so now this is stuff, even more stuff, that they're still in the process of going through. All these totes, there's a ton of buildings and stuff. We'll take a closer look at those over there. And he just said he's going to pick up a whole nother load of stuff. So let's take a walk inside of this container and take a closer look. All right, so we got tons of books, manuals, all different types. What do we have here? Need some bushes. There's a 494. We had some cool crossing gates. We have stations. We have some. Man, there's so much stuff in here. It's almost overwhelming at the amount of stuff that's in here. I might be getting that bridge. There's some G-scale size stuff. Whole bunch of die cast. Look at all that track. More buildings back there. More track. And this is all like the kind of the beat up stuff. And trestle bridges. Plasticville. Crossovers. I got tons and tons and tons. Look at that. What's left of, I believe this is a Marks. It's missing the motor. Skating rink. I mean, look at all this stuff, guys. Unbelievable. So much stuff. Look at this. This is just a whole box full of tenders. Engines. Some more G-scale. I think that's bigger than G-scale. We got some slot car track. Got a buddy of mine that would definitely want all this stuff. It's kind of dark in here. Thankfully, it's coming out okay on the video. Oh my God, there's so much stuff. Because I haven't even gone inside to look at the better stuff. We just got bins and bins and bins and more bins. Look at all this stuff. There's a nice rocket missile launcher. Need any trees? Here we got some 2-rail track. More track. Look at all the track. Look at cases and cases of track. More track than you know what to do with. There's a nice Polar Express set. I believe that's a. No, this is a O scale. Look at that. All right, let's do some more looking around. There's a 1,000,001 cabooses. Tank cars. Some more die cast. Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out where you're going, right? I might get that to put that box or that semi trailer that Bobby did for me. Nice trolley. Bunch of scenery type stuff. I mean, telling you guys, this is overwhelming at all the stuff that's here. Here we got some more buildings. Oh boy, that one's heavy. Additional buildings all over here. Now some of this, like I say, there's all different scales. This looks like it's all HO here. All right, so let's head inside. All right, so we're inside now, and we have lots of ZWs, lots of steam engines. There's a nice American Flyer. It's the 1829. This is the post-war version of this. The pre-war would be the 333. This is a Marks. That's a nice one. These are some Marks, old Marks tin plate. It's a nice Rock Island AB set. That's Mark's Southern Pacific. Now this stuff does have prices on it, but all these prices I'm sure are negotiable. So here we have a nice Western Maryland. These are some nice Fairbanks. Here we got some more steam. This one's a dummy. It's in nice shape. And wait until we start going over to these tables, guys. And there's the Wabash A and B units. And then what do we have here? We have a 226E, 2065, a 646, a 736, and a 2046. I'm going to stop for a second because they just fired up the Bobcat. So the big Lionel sign is not for sale unless you want to pay for it. I mean, everything's always for sale. These two Lionel signs are pretty cool. I got the Tampa Towers. I don't think that's available from Menards anymore. A couple of the coal loaders, MTH car wash, and the gas station. Another coal trestle set, another coal. Nice, cool Citgo gas station. This is the HO version of the burning caboose. I take that back. That's not the caboose. That's the engine. Well, here we got the cool little hobo. There's the Spectre root beer by Menards. Come around this side. We got some more trestles. What do we got in this box? Another trestle set. Some plastic bill. We got a lot of different of the semis. We got some water towers. Got a nice barn. Got these different milk sets. There's a nice Amtrak. Let's go back over here now. We got a dump car. Oh, dumping log car, I believe that is. This is kind of neat. This is the chicken car. Oh no, this is the hog car. We got a lot of different fast track pieces. We got remote switches, left-hand remotes, bumpers, elevated trestles, some more trestles, more cars. We got a under bridge, I guess what you call that. A whole bunch of operating track sections, some really old lighted billboards, more trestles, a bunch of buildings here, more cars. They're in the process of moving this big giant hook for a crane. Got more track. A railroad crossing sign. Here's a nice looking chassis set with the radioactive car. That's cool. There's a Burlington set. Okay, so now we got a whole nother table. That's something I haven't seen before. There's the Dwight D. Eisenhower presidential car. There's a really nice shell boxcar. There's a hand car, Lackawanna boxcar, Carnation Milk. Grand Canyon. There's a NATO submarine car. That one's pretty cool. National Train Museum. It's a flat car that has trucks on it. Another dump car. Lots of dump cars. So now this table is going to be a fun one to try and go through. So we got a Mickey Mouse Holiday, some Lionel special editions. This one's kind of cool. Let's see what this is. This is a Lionel Sentinel boxcar. Yeah, the standard of the world, 1900 to 2000. It's nice because it's all like gold writing on that. There's a Western Pacific. That's a nice one. Here's a nice voltage car. Now that's a nice big tank car there. I like that. That is a National Toy Train Museum piece. I mean, I could be here for hours on hours, guys. I mean, look at this. I'm not sure how much you... Oh, now this one I like. I might be grabbing that. Nice Mickey Mouse. Yeah, it is. I'm kind of on sensory overload, to be honest with you guys. There's so much stuff that's here. And the crazy part about it is they're bringing in a ton more. Here's a nice Santa Fe piggyback. You got some industrial rail stuff. You don't see that very often. Now it's okay because I'm using a mic, so it doesn't pick up all the background noise. Another Western Pacific, but this is the orange colored one. There's a Schaefer boxcar. There's another one of these Mickey cars. And I apologize if I'm really moving stuff around fast here. There's a Fleischmann's Gin. Here's a nice Ford gondola. A vodka car. So if you're one of the guys, oh, this one's nice. This is the Santa package car where Santa's and his elves are chasing each other around, kind of like the Toy Story car that I have, and the Goofy car. Or no, it's Pluto that is being chased by a cat. Here's a nice C&O car transportator. Here's another one of these special edition Railroad Club tank cars. There's so much stuff here, guys. I mean, you definitely want to come to this sale. If you're in the Chicago area or going to be in the Chicago area, it's June, it's 2 weeks from now, June 20th, 21st, or something like that. It's the Saturday, Sunday. There's a really nice Rio Grande. I got a buddy of mine that might want that. There's a Stroh's. All right, let's keep on going through this stuff. I took a short little break. More Lionel. I mean, there's a lot of these cars that you're not going to see just anywhere. And if you're a hunter, ooh, this is kind of weird. Chris Model Train. Never heard of them before. I mean, look at this. This thing's never been out of the packaging, guys. Look at that. It's still all sealed up. I know somebody that would like that. Just keep digging, keep digging, keep digging. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice Hershey car. I know somebody else that would like that one. Andy, that's you. Here's a nice maintenance truck. These are kind of neat. And it's a collector one, too. But as you can see, and they're bringing in more and more stuff. Oh, there's a couple of pieces I missed over there. That's looks like that's G scale over there. And like I say, they're bringing in more and more stuff. They just went to go get some more today, and next weekend they're bringing in a ton more stuff. But, I mean, take a look around. Here's the train. This is just the stuff that's inside, and there's that container that's outside here. You need a bed off an old Chevy pickup. People do some cool stuff with just a bed like that. Just hanging it on your wall in your man cave is kind of cool. Yeah, like I say, they're bringing in more stuff. There's all this. There's that stuff that's outside. There's the stuff that's still in the container. You guys don't want to miss on this sale. Need a gang car? Got a whole bunch of gang cars, and what's nice, at least on these three, they look all complete. This one's complete. There's a tie injector. Here's a nice cleaning car. And then he wants to sell these as sets, but these are nice. So this is I think that's an 83. That's a 43. Here's a New York Central. Really nice. ABA with the 2500 series passenger cars. This is a 2343 with a nice set of cars. And this is I think this is a 53. These don't have the B units, but you do have the 2500s. And these are the ones where the badges are riveted on. That's the way all I want. This one, they have the little little bolts. But these are nice. There's a few other pieces that I didn't know was back over here. All right, guys. So as I said, this is a sale you don't want to miss. I mean, just look at this. Just boxes and piled as high. Here's one of the cool lighted billboard signs. You don't see those around very often. Yeah, there's just so much stuff here. It's almost overwhelming because there's so much. And they still have so much more to bring in here. Like I say, they're getting another truckload of stuff. There's the stuff that's outside. I mean, I just noticed there's a whole bunch of down. Make sure you look down underneath the tables. I just noticed there's a whole bunch of cool fire extinguishers. There's a power cutting saw. There's some chainsaws down over there. There's a table saw over there. Yeah, more and more I look, I keep on seeing more and more stuff. So this is a sale you don't want to miss. This is on, I believe the dates are June 20th and 21st, or it's 21st and 22nd. It's Saturday and Sunday. Third weekend of July, or July. Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. Third weekend of June, guys. That's not a mistake. I just screwed up, but that's not one of the mistakes. This is not a secret mistake episode. Maybe the next one. But yeah, you don't want to miss out on this sale. I mean, all the prices are negotiable. You guys might have seen some prices on some of this stuff that seems a little on the high-ish side, but it's all negotiable because they want to move this stuff. Here's a nice American Flyer beacon. See, this is all plastic, but I think that this is actually off of a 394. Here we go. I'm getting distracted again. Okay, yeah, you definitely want to come out here. I'm going to show you all the information on how to get here. We're in Burr Ridge, Illinois. I believe the address is 11 South 344 South Madison, Burr Ridge, Illinois. But if you put in that address, you might not get your Google directions. I'm going to put an additional address up here that will bring you here. It's on the corner of Madison and Jeans, like jeans that you wear, jeans. And this is the, let me think here, get my directions. This would be the southwest corner. Um, and it's a fenced off area. You'll see the sign above the two garages. It says Dick's on it. And, you know, Dick is an older guy and he's finally hanging it all up. So there's definitely some stuff that I missed, but when you come here, you'll see it all. Here again, don't miss this sale. If you're, I if I were watching this and I lived within a couple 100 miles of Chicago, I think I would take the trip here just to check this stuff out. Um, there's, as you can see, this is just a fraction of what they're going to have. They're bringing in tons of more stuff, so you need to be here, guys. 2 weeks from now, Saturday and Sunday, and like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the 20th and the 21st. And hope you enjoyed this video. Um, I will be in Lyle, Illinois at the Lyle Parks District on June, the last Sunday of the month. I think it's the 29th. There's going to be a train show there. That's a cool one because it's free admission. And what else we got? Nothing going on in July. 4th of July, you know, so don't blow your fingers off, guys. And then August 1st, we'll be back in Wheaton and see you then. I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm just trying to think. It's one of these things of when you get into you see so much stuff, your eye is constantly catching. Oh wow, did I see that? Oh, did I see those? I originally planned on coming here and being here for maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes. As of right now, I think I've been here for almost 3 hours. And I'm definitely going to be in trouble because I'm supposed to take my lunch, my wife out to lunch today. So, all right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up. Definitely come here. Here's another one of these nice towers. This is a 394. So that's a nice one. It's in good shape. What's nice is that it's got the dimpled bulb and it has a lot of, how often these are missing, the cover piece are missing and they're damaged. This one's in very good condition, as is the one on this one here. There's a nice tower there. There's a freight station. See, here again, I so easily get distracted. Oh, here's a really nice gang car. All right, guys, I'll let you get on with your day or your evening or whatever. And I'm going to be posting 2 videos this weekend. So this one I'm going to try and get posted later today, and I'll be posting another one tomorrow. It'll be the latest edition of What's New in Poplarville. So, guys, thanks a lot. Come out to this sale. Do me a favor. If you come here, mention to the guys that are running the sale that you saw this, you heard about this on YouTube. That way they get an idea of, you know, how many people got to see this through YouTube. And then they can get back to me and let me know on how well we did. By the way, I'm not getting paid for this. But yeah, this stuff is nice. Like I say, there are prices on a lot of this stuff, but he's multiple times he said, make sure you mention that all these prices are negotiable. And of course, the more money you're going to spend, the better pricing you're going to get, I would imagine. And you know, if you're into the tools ends of things, there's so much cool stuff, heavy duty stuff here too. So, and I'm rambling, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Choo choo.